What is going on, guys? Vitaly Dubin is here. Welcome back to another episode of today's in Crypto Show. What a crazy week, right? SEC is suing Binance and Coinbase, the two largest exchanges. And today, guys, I want to share with you some incredibly bullish news that we just received hot off the press. I know it's been a crazy week. A lot of altcoins has been down by 20 to 40%, especially the ones that SEC has put in the lawsuit as securities like Matic and Cardano and Solana and Chilis and all of these other altcoins. But we have some amazing news that I want to share with you right now. I'm back to Dubai. I was away for a week. I was celebrating the birthday of my son in Israel. Now I'm back to Dubai, and I want to welcome everyone here to the channel. So guys, what we have here right now is Bitcoin pumping to $26,300. Now you can see that yesterday we attempted to fall all the way to below $25,000, and we got just enough of that support. This was crucial support of $25,000. And why this is crucial? Because we had it before here as a resistance and here as a resistance. So it's a pretty important level, and Bitcoin held it beautifully bounced off the support. And the market is kind of rebounding right now. But it's been a crazy week. You know, if you look at coins like Solana, is absolutely crazy dumped, you know, all the way from $22 to $12, and that is because it's one of the coins that is deemed by the SEC as a security. So that was a dump of 41.5% in a relatively short period of time. So now it's a bit of rebounding right now, but the market is still, of course, for the altcoin suppressed. Now, why the market is pumping today so much? You know, we see Pepe pumping today as well. Overall market 3.17%, but Bitcoin up to 26,400. Ethereum is up, and we see a lot of the coins today. If you look at the 24 hours, a lot of the coins are up today and recovering and rebounding. I think the main news is because Blackrock's iShares files paperwork for spot Bitcoin ETF. I cannot describe you how big it is, bullish news that we just received today. So BlackRock is the largest, the biggest, giant company, the biggest fund management company on the planet, with over $10 trillion approximately under management, and filing for spot Bitcoin ETF. You know, even though it was rejected before by other companies, the CEO, okay, BlackRock, may not be as easy for the SEC to turn away. Is the world's largest asset management manager with more than $10 trillion in assets under management, and the company and its CEO Larry Fink has political power to possibly match that of the SEC and its leader Gary Gensler. So basically, why it's so important, why it's so crucial? Bitcoin ETF would require custody of this financial product. So basically, people, institutional investors that are shying away from buying Bitcoin directly and put it on their books, they can buy this financial product, Bitcoin ETF. And the underlying asset that this Bitcoin ETF, which stands for Exchange Traded Fund, is Bitcoin. That's right. So Bitcoin is required to hold and custody for this Bitcoin ETF. So imagine trillions of dollars can buy this Bitcoin ETF, and it means that somebody needs to buy this Bitcoin. So maybe this whole move with the SEC suing Binance and Coinbase, maybe somehow it's related to BlackRock, like saying, hey, maybe you can do something, you can spread some FUD, we want to buy some of this Bitcoin cheaper, because they are planning to self-custody a lot of it for the clients. Now, I mean, this alone can take Bitcoin to, you know, $500,000 in the next 8 years. Why is this so? Because what happened to the gold ETF? Gold when it issues its ETF, it skyrocketed in value. The same can happen with Bitcoin. So this is absolutely huge news. Then we have another news for catalyst for Bitcoin. We have the largest bank in Russia, one of the largest banks in Russia with 17,000 filials. It's called Sberbank, is going to offer crypto trading services to the retail investors. So all the everyday people now can go to Sberbank starting very soon in like July, and they can actually buy Bitcoin. They can buy crypto directly in the bank, and this is like 17,000 different places of this the largest, Russia's largest bank. This is crazy. Again, for the adoption. Look at the Hong Kong government pressures banking giants to accept crypto clients, while the USA government and the SEC is trying to dissuade the banks to not accept crypto, to work against crypto. Hong Kong government pressures banking giants to accept crypto clients, like HSBC, Bank of China, etc. Why they aren't accepting crypto exchanges as clients? Start accepting crypto exchanges as clients. So there is something going on there that basically is the exact opposite of the USA. And speaking about the dollar, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is saying to expect a slow decline in US dollar as reserve currency, which we've been seeing for the last several months. More and more talks about the intensity of the BRICS countries, which stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Basically, they are against the US dollar, and they settle international trade in a currency outside of US dollars. So that means de-dollarization, dollar becomes weaker, and that's what we can. Now the Treasury Secretary Yellen is also saying that the slow decline of the US dollars as reserve currency. So what does it mean? Weakening of the dollar? Well, that's another reason why Bitcoin can pump, because if dollar is worth less and less, it means basically the price of Bitcoin is gonna go up as well. So something to think about in a global macro scale. Now, Jack Dorsey, who became a Bitcoin maximalist, right? He's basically created the Bitcoin self-custody wallet with the company BitKey. So now, with the help of the Coinbase and Cash App, people will be able to buy Bitcoin and self-custody it inside of the newly developed wallet BitKey. All right, so it's good for the adoption of Bitcoin. Now, for not so good news today, Binance again under more investigation. So it's not enough that CFTC investigates Binance. It's not enough that the SEC is suing Binance. Now, apparently, Binance under investigation in France since February 2022 for money laundering and for doing something operating within France without having a proper license and approval from the Financial Markets Authority in France. So I don't know. Binance.com, I think, is kind of safe, but of course you don't want to keep all of your money there. The Binance.us is in trouble. Of course, they shut down the US deposits and fiat and all of that. They lost the banking partner, so a lot of scrutiny now going into the Binance. Binance exits Netherlands after failed registration attempt. So now, if you're living in Netherlands, you'll not be able to use Binance soon. So you should withdraw all of your money right now. Okay. Yeah, and nearly 20 countries want to join the BRICS, says senior Russian diplomat. So basically, this whole coalition of countries against the US dollars to weaken the US dollar. So that's what's happening right now. So that's what I want to share with you guys. A lot of crazy news, a lot of stuff is happening that we want to discuss in the crypto markets. The market is still suppressed, I would say. For the Bitcoin is not so bad. I mean, we dumped just a little bit, not too much, if we consider it, if we compare it to like Solana, for example, like the dump like crazy. What we can see for the price of Bitcoin, I think it's going to be important for us to break this trend line of $27,300 that is right now. But overall, I'm very bullish long term of Bitcoin. I think it defended this level of support of $25,000, and we're gonna kind of bounce from here and eventually break out and go back to 30K. And then after we break the 30K, we're gonna go much higher, and we have all the reasons for that. So that's what I want to share with you today. I hope you guys having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next episode of today's In Crypto Show.